And now, my guest. To my far left, I have acupuncturist Stephanie Chung and her wonderful model this evening, aromatherapist Lisa Bushrow. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you, Dr. Lana.
Thank you, Dr. Lana.
Stephanie, last time you were on the show with me, last year, you came on and talked about acupuncture and you needled my arm because we were talking about pain management for acupuncture and headaches, and I really enjoyed that treatment. And I really wish it was me tonight being the recipient of the facial acupuncture because I love facial acupuncture, but the host can't talk with needles in her face. So Lisa has willingly decided to do this. Thank you very much. So why don't we get into the procedure of facial acupuncture and take us through it, what it looks like, and then we'll ask you questions as we go along.
Well, okay, first of all, usually before we begin our cosmetic acupuncture session, we do a full health assessment just to see if there's any underlying imbalances that we need to address that are related to skin issues. Okay. After that, then we look at the different cosmetic issues that need to be addressed. For example, are there wrinkles, fine lines, sagging skin, that sort of thing. Okay, so for Lisa here, we're just going to focus on a few of the wrinkles we see on the forehead, a few around the eyes here, a little bit of the puffy skin under the eyes, and a little bit the fine wrinkles around the lips here, okay? So usually with the needles that we use for cosmetic acupuncture, they are a little bit smaller than your normal body acupuncture needles.
I can see that.
They're smaller and shorter, mainly because the skin around the face and eyes, for example, is very sensitive compared to the rest of the body. And so we do need to use more smaller needles. And because you are using a lot more needles around the face, so you can't use too big of the needles.
And the diameter or the width of the needle is also smaller as opposed to if you were going to needle on the body as well?
Yes, they're smaller, shorter, thinner, everything. Okay.
So right now you're needling her...
So I'm just targeting the fine lines directly. So if you can see closely, the needles are exactly in the wrinkles.
And I noticed by her mouth the needle's pointing upwards, so why is that?
Generally, most of the needles are pointing upwards or along the wrinkles. And that helps to bring the chi or the energy to the wrinkles to help fill out the wrinkles and to lift the skin. And that's why we point it upwards. Okay.
So what's the theory behind cosmetic acupuncture?
Okay. So the theory here is we want to increase circulation to the skin, to the face. And that means not only energy and blood, but also nutrients and oxygen. That helps to even out the skin tone, bring more color and nourish the face. And that helps to lift the whole skin of the face. And it also helps to induce collagen production. Collagen is what gives your skin that elasticity and the youthfulness and the glow. So we want to increase that production in the skin naturally. And also what the needles are, it is creating a micro trauma, which just means that will induce your skin, your body to want to heal itself, right? And so that healing helps regenerate skin cells and also helps the muscle fibers just to come together. And also it helps to release tension in the muscles of the face. So prolonged, for example, stress, maybe it causes your muscles to tense up. And over a long period of time, that can create the fine lines you might see like around the forehead here, right, or around the eyes. And so the acupuncture needles help to relieve that tension.
How many treatments does a person need to see results? Or are the results immediate?
It depends on each person, again, depending on how old they are and the conditions we're treating. But generally after about 5 or 6 treatments, you might start to notice significant results. But I do recommend at least a course of 9 to 10 treatments, 2 or 3 times a week, just to help really accelerate the process.
And how long are the treatments?
My treatments are an hour and a half.
Okay. And so Lisa, because I know when I've had this done, I'm not sitting because it goes against gravity.
Yes.
So I would say that the best type of chair would be a zero gravity chair to lie in. And I also noticed from my own experience that, because I was testing it with an acupuncturist, when I had half my face needled and the other half I didn't, I could actually feel this side lifting up. Yes. And this side was just, so there was an imbalance.
So Lisa, you might be feeling that afterwards.
So why would a person want to do facial acupuncture as opposed to, let's say, a chemical filler or surgery?
Cosmetic acupuncture is all natural and it's safe. There's no injections involved, no chemicals involved. And it's targeting your body's natural ability for self-healing. And also there's no recovery time after treatment. So once you had your treatment, you can continue on with your day.
And what would be the side effect?
There's not many side effects. The only side effects people might feel are maybe a bit of lightheadedness after treatment. And there might be slight bruising because it is penetrating the skin.
Wonderful. We have a caller on the phone. Why don't we take the call, and how about you take the needles out so we can talk to Lisa? Karen, is it Karen on the phone?
Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. I just had a quick question in regards to what about menopause? Is there anything that you can do with acupuncture that would sort of alleviate or help with hot flashes?
Yep, so with menopause, we have to look at your full health condition. So menopause is usually some sort of imbalance in the body, and so we'd have to do a comprehensive consultation with you to really figure out what areas of your body and health need to be targeted.
Okay. What are the questions I should ask an acupuncturist? Because, we know there's fraud out there too, right? And I'm not familiar with this very much, like it's new to me. So what would I ask? What would I look for in terms of making sure that I don't get with someone who doesn't know what they're doing?
Actually, can I answer that?
Yes.
Acupuncture is actually becoming regulated as a health professional, so all acupuncturists now have to be licensed, and we're going to actually address that issue coming up later on in the show. So stay tuned for that answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What were your sensations?
Well, you know what? I feel my skin is plumping up, and I also feel like one side is tightening up. So hopefully you can do the rest, Stephanie, the other time. And you know what? It was pain-free. I didn't feel anything. I didn't even flinch. It felt really good. It was excellent.
And okay, so you have your own spa.
Yes, I
where
do.
you do facials.
Absolutely.
So what would a person do naturally to prep their skin before cosmetic acupuncture and then after the acupuncture?
Prior to getting an acupuncture treatment, it's very important to have clean skin. And we'd like to go all natural, obviously, right? I'm an aromatherapist, so I like to use all natural products. So I would just use a basic cleanser to cleanse the skin because you don't want to agitate it. And then also just a witch hazel. Witch hazel is excellent, and it's just a basic topical, and it's as natural as you can get, and you can find it in any drugstore. And you just use your cotton pad and apply that to the skin, and then go visit your traditional Chinese medicine acupuncturist, and she will apply the needles.
Nice. I love acupuncture. I can't say enough about it. I was watching a BBC documentary, just came out, The Science of Acupuncture, and one of the things I love about acupuncture is the diverse applications of it in terms of treatment. This lady, she was a patient, and she was getting open heart surgery. So instead of going for the general anesthesia, she went for the acupuncture. So they were needling, her yin meridians and other meridians, and they attached it to electricity, so it was electrical acupuncture.
Fantastic.
Within minutes, she went numb. She could hear the surgery, hear everything, like the bones being, manipulated and everything, but she couldn't feel anything for 2 hours, and they even stopped her heart. Afterwards, when she explained it, she said, yeah, didn't feel anything. And when she went to go pay, because they showed her with her wad of money going to go pay like days later, it was 1/3 the price of general anesthesia. So it was a great, great documentary on BBC, The Science of Acupuncture. There's so many diverse applications of it. But just getting back to the facial part, from a TCM perspective, what can people do to maintain a healthy appearance? Because it takes two to tango,
Well, that really depends on your lifestyle habits at home. And we really stress in TCM eating to your body type, right? So when you consult with your traditional Chinese medicine practitioner, they will explain to you and discuss with you what's your body type and what should you be avoiding in terms of eating, or what you should include maybe. So for example, if you're more of a heat type person, they might tell you to focus a little bit more on cooling foods, just to balance that heat and cold temperature in your body. So that's one of the things that it's...
And colors of food are important too,
yeah,
right?
so a
In
variety of
acupuncture?
colors, so like green, red, blue, white, the whole spectrum of colors kind of brings the balance of everything in terms of all the organs, but also energies.
Sure. And how about skin types? Because we have oily, we have dry, we have sensitive.
Yes.
So is this applicable to
Yeah.
anybody and any age?
Yeah, cosmetic acupuncture is great for any skin types. And that's the great thing about Chinese medicine acupuncture is because it works with your body type. So if, for example, you have oily skin, yes, we can do the cosmetic acupuncture, but we also do the body acupuncture to help balance it out, so decrease the oiliness of your skin, for example. And for cosmetic acupuncture, I recommend, even anyone from their 30s and on, they can start cosmetic acupuncture.
And I know on the face too, in acupuncture and Chinese medicine, the face is a microcosm, right, of the body. So when you're actually well, maybe you can explain this part. When you're needling, you're also affecting the organs.
Yes.
So if someone has, let's say, acne, how does that play out?
Yeah, so the points on the areas on the skin, on the face, they represent different organs. So for example, the tip of the nose often reflects the spleen. And the cheeks represent the liver. So depending on where, let's say you have redness on the cheeks, it could indicate maybe a liver issue. And then if we needle that area, we can also be treating your liver issue.
Nice. And you've been doing this for a long time, haven't you?
Yes, I love it. I love the acupuncture.
It gives you a nice glow,
yes,
doesn't
it
it?
makes you feel good. It's like having a facelift
You had
without surgery, right?
Yeah. And I'm sure you teach people to do like a face massage after so that people can touch their own acupuncture points to stimulate the collagen?
Yes, for sure.
Nice. Thank you, ladies, so much. You're going to stick around with me, and we're going to talk about Chinese herbs. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you
We'll
so
be back more on TCM on Health Matters. Thank you.